Welcome to the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce podcast. I am Tina Cannon, your host. We're going to be talking local business news around the city. Topics include millions are available for local artists. Unemployment data is out. Let's check out how Austin did. Overtime pay changes are coming to a paycheck near you. And a fun game this time. Is it Florida Man or is it fake? Stay tuned. But first, as always, welcome to my fellow comrades in arms at the chamber, Colton and Amy. How y'all doing?
Hi.
Hi. Good.
Good.
Doing well.
Marriage Equality Week. This happened 9 years ago.
Yep. 20. Oh, wait. No, I'm thinking about something else.
I used to tell people, don't be scared of gay marriage. Y'all be scared of gay divorce. You get two queens going at it, fighting over who's getting the glassware. Shit's going down.
I don't know. We're a petty culture. Been there. Been divorced.
I mean, it opened up more jobs for photographers, wedding planners, cake makers, event hosts, planners, and divorce attorneys.
Yes.
Everybody wins.
Sure.
I will say gay weddings are much more fun.
Oh, yes. Agree.
Yeah. I've been to quite a few, and they just seem like everybody else's wedding.
Yeah, I hate most weddings.
But we go to mostly women's weddings. I would
I've been
say
to a couple of guys, and I actually expected it to be a little bit more zhuzhy, and it was just very traditional.
Yeah. I guess mine and Ashley was pretty like white bread, like very traditional
In a
country.
barn.
Basically, it was at Texas Old Town. So yeah. Yep.
We're going to get Colton married off one day.
Not in a barn.
Why not? It's so pretty. Can we get a mule that carries beer?
You need to have
all
it
the guests?
overseas as a destination wedding so that we can all go. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like a Dublin wedding coming on.
That'd be cute.
That would be cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the beach.
York. No, I'm just kidding.
York. Yeah. I'm here for a York wedding.
Yeah. I love that. What's on tap for y'all's weekend? I got fun stuff going.
I think I'm just celebrating the end of Pride Month.
Yeah.
And like being able to like breathe and rest and lay in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be laying on a beach in San Diego, chilling in 72-degree weather.
That's nice.
I can't wait to just be somewhere not sweaty.
I'm accidentally going to Disney World.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. It's like
I love Disney World.
prime time for Disney World. Like in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with my nieces and my sister for their first Disney trip. I don't want to miss it.
I would be running to the little train, go to Epcot,
And drink beer.
drink in every country,
Yes.
forget I have a niece.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I think it should be listed in like the penal code for me. Like if I commit like manslaughter, I should be sentenced to Disneyland. If I commit like first-degree murder, a Disney cruise should be my punishment.
They are currently on a Disney cruise.
Maybe the kids will be
Having
really
the
tired.
time of their lives.
Good. By the time you get to them, they'll be tired. You just
Not
be
a
dragging
chance.
little dead bodies around with you.
Not a chance. Like,
Are they like age appropriate? Like it's a fun age for them to be going?
yeah. Like 6 and 8.
Okay, not teeny boppers that are like bringing angst and...
No, like they're here for the ears. They like love the Mickey Mouse ears. Like it's very cute.
Do they really know this generation like who Mickey is? Because Mickey hasn't had a primetime role in a long time.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was asking the littlest one. I was like, "Are you so excited to see all the princesses?" She's like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "You might even see Mickey." And she was like, "Meh."
Yeah, because
Like
he's not doing
didn't
anything.
really care. She
Well,
was
even
like,
me, I've always been down to see a princess.
I'm here
Always.
for Goofy and
I did.
Pluto.
I love Goofy.
Yeah.
I did buy the
The ears.
rainbow ears
Cute.
while I was there.
I haven't been since my boys were like 10 or 12 years old. And that was it. I served my time. I never want to go back.
Yeah, well,
Well,
that's fair.
well, enjoy yourself, though, nonetheless, in the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
Let's talk local headlines. The city is opening $13 million, you heard that right, in grants for artists, creative organizations, and businesses. The Economic Development Department is gearing up their application process for the next round of Thrive and Elevate grant programs. Elevate awards range from $15,000 to $80,000 for art groups, individual artists, and creative businesses. You got to have at least 1 year of cultural arts programming experience in the Austin Round Rock area. These grants are going to sustain and grow local art organizations. They're accepting about 35 of them to be awarded. Applications are open this week and need to be submitted by July 23rd. You can find information and links at our friends at the austinmonitor.com. 13 million.
I love that.
Yeah. Why Round Rock?
I don't know. Like,
How's that work?
maybe the grant is the Austin and metro area. Right? Because you can live, work, and play in Round. You can do your art
Yeah.
showcased here in Austin, but maybe you happen to live in Round Rock because it's so unaffordable for artists to live in Austin.
Why not Buda?
Well, because it's called Buda.
Well, they usually serve like the 5-county region, right?
Yeah, it's just interesting. I'm just curious. That's all. The Austin Round Rock area.
Well, I don't know. You can learn more at the Austin Monitor. Joel, go check out Joel's page at the Austin Monitor.
Interesting.
But it's good to see the grant money opening up for local artists. But definitely get your application in. I suspect, because just looking at the last couple of award grant nominations processes, it was like gazillions more people applied than they actually have money to give. So get yours in there. Make sure it's complete. Be thoughtful in what you write. We get applications for our grants, for our scholarships. Oh my God, reading some of those are atrocious.
Yep.
I want to go to school to do better.
Me too.
Like, take time, put some effort in. If you don't have time, use ChatGPT at the least.
Well, to be fair, these are Texas educated kids going into their freshman year of college most of the time. Like the ones that are up in years in their post-secondary education are a little more refined. But I don't really expect a whole lot from kids in Texas these days.
Yeah. So if you are an artist and you need help filling out your grant information too, you can always contact us here at the Chamber. We can help get your affairs in order so that you can be ready to qualify for those. Free money. We like free money. The local unemployment rate remains low. There's a series, besides the series of layoffs that hit the Austin Metro in recent months, including our friends over at Muskox's Tesla. There still remains little evidence yet, though, of the region unemployment figures. Local jobless rate came in at 3.2 in May, which is only up slightly from the 3% in April, which is also very low. It is still below national figures, so most economists think that if you're around 3 to 3.5%, that's considered full employment. That's where if you want a job, you got a job, or if you're getting paid on over the table, it's being counted, right? And we are still historically below national rates, although the state of Texas is coming in at 3.8, which is 0.4% over national. So Austin's doing better than national average, and national average is doing better than Texas average because we rule here in Austin.
It's a lot of averages.
Yeah.
I mean, on average, it's pretty average.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm into it. 3%'s good.
Yeah, 27% of statistics are made up on the spot.
Great.
But we have always done,
Can't trust anyone.
thankfully, pretty well. We've always hovered around 3.5% unemployment. Even that's, when you consider in Tesla's big layoffs, we had some big layoffs this last year. It's not long before our folks find reemployment. It's a smart community.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
We'll take it. For those who are working a little bit overtime pay thresholds are set to rise in July. It's part of a major change in overtime pay regulations that's going to happen on July 1st. On that date, the annual salary threshold for non-exempt workers would be eligible for overtime go from the current $35,000 and change to $43,000 and change under the new Department of Labor rule. Those thresholds are increasing at about 64% from its current level. So that means about 3 million workers could be newly eligible for overtime, according to the Department of Labor. There have been opponents who have filed a series of different lawsuits against the rule, asking the courts to halt the rule. Back in 2016, if you remember, the Obama administration also had a similar rule that was ultimately overturned by a federal judge in a nationwide injunction. So if this does go through on July 1st, and I suspect that it'll be injuncted given the lawsuits, but there could be a new threshold for those who qualify for overtime pay. You can get the full story and a list of kind of average salaries over at the Austin Business Journal, but we've tried it before. Curmudgeon's kind of held it up. We're going at it again. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce actually is one of the organizations that filed suit to keep the standards lower. So I don't know. I feel like our chamber is a little bit more progressive than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want people to get paid what they deserve to get paid.
I don't know. Like, a lot of it confuses me because often there's rules state by state as well. So, like, when 100 years ago when I worked for Home Depot, when Californians would come to our stores, when they would transfer, they didn't understand that, hey, we can ask you to stay.
Or we can just fire you.
Yeah, that too. But, when they hit their 40, even management, they'd be like, oh, I hit my 40 hours. Peace. Yeah. And it's like, oh, no, sister, you're a key carrier and an assistant manager. We need you to stay.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, no, you don't get overtime. You have a manager's salary here in Texas. You're not protected by California law.
Yeah.
Which I kind of love that, though, that when you hit your 40 hours, it's like, bye. And you get paid the same no matter what. But I mean, work does have
there's
to
a balance between, like, at what point does it become too oppressive for, like, a Home Depot can afford it, right? But like a Joe's Bakery in town cannot afford to go massively. So they really watch their overtime to make sure that they're not hitting.
Well, that's a thing too. It's like, get out of here. I can't.
Yeah, I can't afford to keep you right now. Yeah. Time and a half.
Yeah.
You got to go. We'll get somebody else to do what you do. It looks just like you.
Right.
But I suspect that it will be injuncted just given the fact that there are lawsuits going through the system. And I don't know that switch will be turned on by July 1st. I would encourage you to keep an eye on it if you're an employer. And if you're an employer, you should also be contracting with an employment lawyer. Mm-hmm. We've plenty in our directory for you to take a look at to find out how you need to prepare yourself and your payroll for any changes that may go into effect July 1st. Full story at ABJ. Ultimately, make sure you're getting advice. You can find lawyers in our membership directory to guide you to make sure that you are not caught off guard or in arrears on any payments that you might be owing employees. It's the end of our news. I think I want to hold off on chamber news.
Okay.
And I know it's kind of early-ish.
Are we fired?
But yeah, we're done. 40 hours. You got to go.
Okay.
You've hit your 40.
I get it.
But I wanted to play a little goofiness. Is it Florida Man or is it fake?
Oh, love it.
Fine.
So I'm going to read you some headlines.
Okay.
And you're going to have to draw amongst yourself. It's not. I didn't put it in your notes, so you can't see the answers, so you don't know.
I'm looking.
Whether or not it's really a Florida headline or if it's Tina's brain.
Dear God.
Here, let's do a news headline for it so it sounds newsy. Let's throw you off guard. Florida man caught driving a booty patrol truck is facing charges. A Florida man was taken into custody in October for driving a truck similar to a U.S. Customs Border Patrol vehicle. But instead of saying Border Patrol, it said Booty Patrol. True story or a made-up Tina story?
I go say it's true.
Fake. You said he was arrested? Fake.
Sure.
Fake. That is all Tina.
Booty Patrol.
One fake, one real. No, it's a true story. The Florida man was taken into custody in October for he went and painted his truck to look like Border Patrol, the white truck with the green stripes, and used the same font. Had a head. What do you call those? Light bars. And it said Booty Patrol. Go Florida.
So he must have had his lights on though, and like sirens.
He must have.
Because it's not illegal. Well, I don't know about Florida. They got all kinds of rules, but it's not illegal to have your car outfitted as with lights.
With whatever you want.
But you cannot.
He must have had that going.
You can't
Well, maybe he found
act
booty.
like an officer and try and pull people over. You can have all that stuff. I got.
I mean, the
siren
village
on my
people
golf
dressed
cart.
up as a police officer for years, right?
That's right.
He just didn't arrest anybody.
And they didn't try to go to Wendy's and get a free meal.
Oh, wait. All right, so 1-0. Colton's up on that one. All right, next headline. Is it Florida man or is it fake? Here's the news line. Florida man tries to flee deputies riding on a lawnmower down a Florida street. Fake headline or real Florida man headline?
That's happened in my hometown.
Real. That's happened in
Texas.
Ashley's hometown, too. Well, she wasn't being chased by anyone.
Yeah, that's kind of a quick, that's a toss-up between Florida man or Texas man.
Yeah. I'll say it's true.
I would say true. I don't think he'd get very far. Like, what kind of riding mower are we talking about here?
Well, it's interesting you didn't think he would get very far because Florida deputies, it's true, used a taser to stop a man who tried to avoid arrest by fleeing on a riding lawnmower.
Did someone get their yard mowed at least while this was happening?
Why do you have to tase him? Just let him finish mowing.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the baseball kid? Did you see the kid that ran on the baseball field and he got tased in front of everybody?
Oh, I did see that.
Oh my gosh.
And he head first into the grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's better than shooting the guy, but
oh yeah. I mean, but I'm here for a good tackle.
but why?
Work on your fitness. I want to see you work on your fitness. If that college kid is outrunning you,
run those bases. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ladders. Let's go.
I am here for a good tackle.
Yeah.
I don't want to
takedown.
be tackled or tased. So I'm just gonna.
These are
behave
my
myself.
intrusive thoughts, though. Like how I am so close to the goal line at the Austin FC. I mean, you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I sit, and
It's in the stretching section.
I'm like, what is my fitness level? How quick? Because he's like, how quickly could I get to the other corner flag?
I think you should next Saturday's match. Actually, what you need to do is you need one of those warm-up things that they put on, those little smocks, like they're going to go to a craft store later. Mm-hmm. Jump on the field dressed like them, and then run to
Just
the
go
other
have
end.
a little kickabout while they're warming up. Be
just
like,
act
hey
like you're
guys,
warming up.
hey guys,
And then we're going to
looking
watch
good,
them
looking
tase
good,
you.
everybody. Make sure we're staying hydrated.
I do
Just
want to.
part of the staff.
You know how everyone's always like, go touch grass. I do want to touch that grass
Which
because
kind?
What is happening?
at the stadium because you're not allowed to be on it.
Oh yeah, no.
So it makes me want to.
Right.
Oh,
It's like,
because
don't
when you
push
did
this
the
button.
tour, they were like, "Get off the grass."
Yeah, I wanted to take a picture in the middle with our logo behind it. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't get on the grass.
No, they're very mean that way. So yes, you were both right on that
Mia
one.
Thermopolis.
That was real.
Exactly.
Next Florida headline, real or fake? Where's my headline? There we go. Florida man claims he invented a hovercraft made entirely of beach balls and attempts to fly to the Bahamas.
False.
False.
Wow, you guys are on to me. If that is a fake, that's a Tina headline.
It's too hot for beach balls.
And it takes too much brains. You're asking a lot for a Florida man to invent a hovercraft.
Had you said inflatable aliens, I might have considered it.
Or made out of like beer cans.
I'm sure
like some
that
kind of
exists. I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Okay, last chance at redemption. Fake or real Florida headlines. Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with friends. Fake or real Florida man?
Breaks into jail.
Breaks into jail.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
It does sound like a terrible idea.
Maybe
But-
he likes bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's probably been there before if this is true.
True.
But
And if you can break in, why can't you just break out if it's that easy? I don't get that.
I'm gonna say false just because I feel like everybody be going to jail in Florida.
The suspect, 24-year-old Patrick Rempe, was
Wow.
arrested when he got tangled in the fence razor wire. According to a local TV station, Rempe was taken into custody and treated for minor injuries. Police said he told them he was high on a synthetic drug called Flakka. I don't even know what that is. And just wanted to, quote, visit friends who were in jail.
But he didn't get in there though. That's a different story.
So you can't break into jail in Florida.
But he didn't actually get in.
I mean, the
He got in the
This
wire.
is how my brain works. I was like picturing him sitting in
Like-
the common area.
like street clothes on.
Yeah, eating some rice.
Hanging out with his cellies.
Yeah,
In Gen Pop.
pockets out.
It's fine. It's out.
Oh, you need to watch more prison shows.
I was like, you need to tell us about your time in jail. I thought we were going a whole different direction.
My secrets.
Well, that was fun. But Colton, give us some real news headlines on what's going on in the chamber, upcoming events and general merriment.
Registration is now open for our July 3rd luncheon at Verbena. Register now to secure your seat. Our speaker will be new Austin City Manager, T.C. Broadnax.
Yay.
That'll be a fun one.
That's a nice gig.
And I love
Good job.
Verbena.
Yes. All right.
And you can also join us on July 18th for our monthly chamber happy hour at the Limestone Rooftop Bar at Cambria downtown.
Oh, that's great. It's a great location.
Yeah,
And the view is so pretty.
it really is.
Yeah.
Truly.
And you're right there by Rainy Street. You can go hang out afterwards and go see what's left of Rainy Street. And
Yeah. and you can park there. You can park there for free.
Oh, yeah.
You can it's valet. Please tip the valet guys. They're very sweet. But yeah, for our portion of the evening, you just say you're there for the event, and they will park your car for you for free.
that is my favorite American word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please tip them.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're coming to the end of Pride Month, which has been great. We've been able to do all kinds of things. We're gearing up for our next small town big Pride.
Oh yeah.
We spent the day in the next small town.
Nobody believed it was going to be such a hit, and now you all have FOMO. So yeah, get ready for Taylor. We're going to Taylor.
Woohoo, Taylor.
We are working on dates. I'm working with the business owners. Some people have holiday plans around, what is it? What are we coming up on?
Labor Day.
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day.
Labor Day. So we're thinking, in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for updates on that. I'm working with everybody out in Taylor, and we'll get it locked in, and we'll load up the bus and we'll go.
It's gonna be a good time. If you didn't attend us the one in Lockhart, we put everybody in a bus here in Austin. We got them lubed up thanks to our friends over at Momo's. That has the best michelada mix you'll ever have in your life.
Truly.
Got them goofy, got them out there, dropped them off with a nice little map of LGBT chamber businesses that are warm, welcoming, and told them to go spend their queer dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck them back on the bus at the end of the day and brought it back into town. So it was a lot of fun. The idea around it is creating welcoming spaces in small Texas towns that typically are not what we consider a bastion of progressiveness.
Right.
But there are those towns that do a better job, and we want to be here to support them. So, yeah, keep your eye out for Taylor. It's going to be good.
Yeah, when we were out there, we already bought some stuff. This is going to be a good one. I'm ready for the second round.
Yeah, they had some really cute shops, some great restaurants, and some good venues. And
And an old school turned shops,
was
which
so
is
cool.
my.
super, super neat.
Yes. And the old
Yeah.
high school, Taylor High, old Taylor High, has been turned into a business market.
Yeah.
With the classrooms, like brick and mortar, but
Yeah.
you enter through the classroom hallways.
With lockers. There were still lockers down the hallway.
Yeah.
I thought
There
it
are
was so-
several bars in this high school, and bars like drinking bars, not like prison bars.
Like
But-
you can sit down and have a pint.
Yeah.
in
in
what
a
used to be a
school.
math class.
Yes. Like I'm pretty sure that was a science because it looks like there's a lab room attached to it, right? Where that there was that
Yeah,
entryway
like in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really a cute idea. I love it a lot. I know I was reading an article the other day about some Austin schools that are converting, but they're converting into what we really need here is affordable housing. So they're looking at 2 different school locations that are defunct schools that are going to
Interesting.
convert to affordable housing. But yeah, this was a really fun. You guys got to come check it out. So keep your eye on the calendar for this fall when we do the next edition of Small Town Big Pride, taking Austin Chamber members down to or up to Taylor. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Well, great week, great month. Happy Pride, y'all. As always, thank you for joining us. If you want to become a member of the Chamber or join us for some of our events, visit us at austinlgbtchamber.com. If you want to be a guest or a podcast sponsor, email us at info@austinlgbtchamber. And as always, thank you for listening in. Listen every Friday wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next time.